The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Bills going up against the Jets. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford. We are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is by the receiver.
They'll set up a throw. Can't find anyone open. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 42.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught at the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their big tight end from
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to
try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Defense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
He's got his man on the crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their dangerous wide receiver, 40 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider. He might.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E. Let's see if they can figure that out right here. Looking to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A good game. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A very solid gain of 27.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass run. Because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Yeah, they come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And New York set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And they'll get 17.
Portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to. Between defenders, that's exactly what happened on that play.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part is understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the sticks. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Offense. As they call a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash. It's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Give him 7.
Leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard.
Come on, let's go! Ohio!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught. It's a touchdown in overtime, and they are marching on to the playoffs. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown.
We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Jets going up against the Jaguars. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, and once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted it over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yards. The football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
This will be caught at about the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Their dangerous wide receiver, 31 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of run on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out. No matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Their dangerous wide receiver from 8 yards out. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that...
For 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off.
They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge?
Win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So
a spot in the Super Bowl on the line. Everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Titans going up against the Jets. With that, we're off to the Meadowlands and a frigid MetLife Stadium where we check in with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And yes, Larry, white stuff is on the ground and in the air. 3 inches fell overnight, and we expect more as this game wears on. Should be interesting here at MetLife Stadium, just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And, oh, he kicked it. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. Possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun, being chased out left. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
That was the next. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Their big-bodied receiver from 19 yards away. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9, talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays.
And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Jets. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got time in the pocket. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Give him 27 yards that time. And that's good for a Jet first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Their dangerous wide receiver there to make the grab. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said.
Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
But still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make nowadays? Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there in the final minute. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
The kickoff now all even here in this fourth quarter. This fielded at the 2. There he goes right side. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return. And they've taken the lead. This game wasn't tied for long. How about that? A big return here in the fourth.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. Fourth quarter, kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regain the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it. Explosive kickoff return from the 2 all the way to the end zone. A 98-yard return for 6. Now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. In the balance here on 4th down.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Before they started the season to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that does it for the conference.
All up in my face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might ride it. Most say that, baby, they don't love the clique. I thought they love you when you make it. This some mud. The head all virgin. Talking about I'm real, I'm fraud. Your kids and broad, they straight, you shouldn't care at all.
Yeah, 104 times how it go down. Slaps on deck for the whole town. On mamas, man, I did it with my own sound. And I got my own city that I hold down. Just admit it already. You got plans to do it, boy, we did it already. Got a couple DMs, I done slid in already. Gotta ask YG if he hit it already. Yeah, I'm a star like Mauritius. Running up the numbers. Okay. I wanna.
The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Rams going up against the Jets. So the time has come. let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Guyton. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter, the cameras more numerous. I don't know, there's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. All the talk, all the hype, but the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 20. Now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. A lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll look to throw for it and he fires one that's intercepted. And some space here. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher. Energizing for an offense, finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This will be caught at the 2. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in big few inches. This, to me, is the right decision. And they wind up picking up the conversion on 4th down.
Going right side here, and that's complete.
Periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Koamisi. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense.
Pass, they've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it.
Heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Here we go now.
to throw again. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Their dangerous wide receiver from 3 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it?
One of his advantages of a passer is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Now,
all right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Offense now with the shot after the pick. Here we get a quick pass and completion. This goes for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Jets with it now early in the second. The hurry throw would be picked off. Rams defense comes away with the turnover. Offense on the field now after the INT. Tight coverage here, but the completion is made, and he cap off the 10-play drive with a TD. That puts them on top by 14. 1st and 10. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and this long run goes for a touchdown. Trailing now by just a touchdown. And with that, it's time to head.
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Their big-bodied receiver from 3 yards out. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how...
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Taking it right down Broadway. The 30. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going in.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays, that will be the key to this drive.
And this is caught inside the 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their dangerous wide receiver, 40 yards. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Here's the option going right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hang on here. Timeout called. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They did a really nice job of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. That'll be a gain of 16. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. He'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
And not only did they score, they tied the game. That means...
Yep, the PAT now can win it. Field. Now the biggest extra point of this man's life. And it is good, and his guys have taken the lead in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. It's picked off, and that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. And the New York Jets have won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy will be in the Big Apple. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Try to shut us down. on